Hi Taurus, welcome to How Love Tarot. This is your November 2021 new love reading. What I have for you is your energy right here, and I have the new love energy right here. Let's start with your energy to validate this reading. Now, Spirit, can you bring forward why we have the Knight of Coins here for Taurus and why we have the King of Coins here for Taurus? So off the bat, Taurus, whenever I get the Knight of Coins for you, this is you, right? You take things very, very slowly for whatever reason in a relationship. And it's something that you've developed over time. I don't feel like you used to be like that, but it's something that you very much are very methodical about, and you move things very, very slowly. Now, in contradiction to that, or should I say what's behind all of that, is your deep emotions. And one of the reasons why you take things slowly is because when you are with somebody and you start to have feelings for them, you really invest. You are lock, stock and barrel. You completely are invested with your emotions, with yourself, with your energy, being present, making that person feel special, and you're a very complex character in that way. I don't feel there's at least who I'm reading for, who can resonate with this kind of energy. It feels like you're not superficial. I'm not saying that you can't have a fling, but ultimately what you want is connection, because still waters run deep with you, Taurus. They run very deep, and your heart, you're very sensitive, even though you're the bull. And you can be a bull in a china shop and destroy things. You can also, I don't mean that in that way. I don't mean that you destroy relationships, Taurus. What I mean is that you have assertiveness, right? No one's going to back you into a corner and walk all over you. But the experience has been that people have mistreated you and manipulated you, or kind of taken you for granted. And so it feels as if here this King of Coins energy is what's hiding behind the Knight of Coins. It's almost like the protector of the heart is a Knight of Coins, protecting who you really are, which is someone with an incredible amount of emotion, passion, presence, wanting to build strong roots with the right person. So let's talk about November and new love. Spirit, can you tell me why we have the 8 of Swords here, the 9 of Swords, the 7 of Swords, the Chariot card, and the 9 of Wands? Can you tell me about new love for Taurus in the month of November? Why is the 8 of Swords here? Why is the 9 of Swords here? Why is the 7 of Swords here? It looks like what's going on, Taurus, is that this slow moving energy, whoever you're dealing with, you're guarded. You're extremely guarded. And so what's happening when you're meeting new people, the way that they're perceiving you is that they can perceive, how do I put it? Taurus, you're bringing something out in them where they automatically become defensive. And they become defensive because your energy is slow moving. You're not forthright with how you feel. You're not forthright with the effect the person is having on you. So the person ends up going into their head a lot, maybe, or maybe so basically they fill in the gaps, is what Spirit just told me here. So because you're not saying how you feel, you're not saying, you're not expressing yourself enough, your emotions. You're engaged, you're talking to them, and you feel like that is enough, and it's not enough for the people that you're meeting. Now, this could represent for some of you one energy or a couple of energies, but it is a pattern that Spirit is telling me here. So what's happening with new love is that because you're not coming forward because you're protecting yourself, or you're very, very guarded before you put anything out there because you don't maybe want to mislead somebody, or you don't want to hurt anybody, or you want to be sure yourself. What's happening is the relationship is not meshing in the way that it should. And this is for new people that you're meeting, right? So they're thinking, you know, here you are, you meet somebody, you're really attracted to them, you think that there's a possibility. It does create anxiety in you, and what you end up doing is engagement is superficial. You think that you're engaging a lot, and you're not. That's what the spirit world is telling me. So your person, your people become wary about their interaction with you, because remember, you haven't committed to this relationship, right? You're not committing to them. You're not saying, I want to make this exclusive and I just want to see you. You're not throwing them a bone in any way. So if they're dating and you're dating, and let's say they're dating 2 other people, and let's say you're speaking to 2 other people, the other 2 people that they're speaking to is expressing themselves much more in depth than you are. So they're taking your guardedness as you're not really interested in them, and that you want something very superficial with them. And so they begin to worry that they're giving time and energy to somebody that is really not going to invest anything in them. Because remember, the way the dating world is today, it's kind of fast moving for many, many people. Whether you're meeting people at work or in a club or in a social setting, whatever that setting is. I don't know, let's say you're in a runner's group and you meet different people every week, or you're online. It doesn't matter. We're in a world where it's much more easier for both sexes to be dating, or masculine and feminine, to be dating simultaneously different people. And so there's comparisons that's going on, Taurus, is what I'm saying. And so here in the 7 of Swords, the new person ends up making a decision based upon the truth that they can see, which is there's a lack of warmth in the exchange with you. There's a lack of coming together. There's a lack of the energy that you're putting out is, I don't want to be with you. Even though you're engaging and you're, like you may be really talking to this person and sharing things that you actually don't share with other people, but that's not the way they're reading it, because you're not expressing how you feel. Now, for those of you that are expressing how you feel, this may not be your reading. Now, let me just say this too. How you express how you feel, you tell somebody, you know what, I really love talking to you, right? And for you, that may be a big deal to say that to somebody. But for the other person, the other 2 people may be saying, I really love talking to you. I really love the way you make me feel. I love going out with you. I love the time we spend together, right? There's more engagement. There's more feedback, right? So there's a lack of feedback, emotional feedback on your side. And that is what's being picked up here in this energy here. Your person, whether this be, and Spirit is not making me feel like this is one person. Spirit is making me feel like over the last few months, and if you want things to change, this is what the reading is about, is what I feel from the spirit world. what these people want from you is for you to go faster than you're going. The Knight of Coins is the slowest moving card in the deck. That means you're moving like molasses towards them, and they want you to speed it up. They need feedback. They need the engagement. They need you to show them that, you know, that you give a crap. And here we have the Nine of Wands. And so we're seeing them here needing a lot more committed communication, a lot more committed quality time together, a lot more frequency in all of that. So Spirit, if Taurus does that, can you tell me what the outcome would be for new love in the month of November? If Taurus has a, you know, decides to experiment here and move faster, express their true emotions, you know, take a leap of faith, what happens to their person? Oh, you know, you can't make this shit up, Taurus. I mean, I guess you can, but this is what happens. A little goes a long way. A little goes a long way. Look at this, Taurus. This is magical. If you express yourself with more emotional context, really saying how you feel, meaning allowing your true emotions to come out, spending time with the person, spending quality time, really engaging them in a very, very real way, giving your time, giving your energy, frequently bringing yourself together with your person, whoever it is that you're interested in. It could be that you're already in a relationship and it's a new relationship, but the minute you do that, look at what happens to them. All this sword energy, which is about worry, concern, distance, shutting themselves off from you, starting to protect themselves from you, all of it dissipates. And here we have the Ace of Coins. If you give them a little, they'll give you a lot. That's all they need is a validation. And here we have them coming together with you. So we have the Ace of Coins, them wanting to be with you and sharing those emotions with you, and being able to put aside all their fears so they can join together harmoniously with you. And here we have the Seven of Cups. And so now we see options opening up with you. So before, it's like you're not even an option for them. And that's what you have to realize, is that you're making yourself not the option. You're a great catch. It shows it right here with the King of Coins. But you're very, 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 very guarded. And if you come together and express your emotions, the person now realizes that they can see that they can have something with you, that they can engage you, that it's not just a one-dimensional connection. So think about that, Taurus. Think about what you're doing. I know this is a difficult reading to hear. Probably 90% of you have already turned off because I've turned you off by the reading. But honestly, that's kind of, if that's the pattern that you've been going through, where you're feeling people are rejecting you, even though you're putting yourself out there, it's because on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being the most you can put yourself out there on an emotional heart level, 0 being absolutely no engagement with your heart whatsoever, your person is picking up a 1 from you. If you turn this up to a 4 or a 5, and Spirit is making me feel here, it has to do with interaction and quality interaction, not texting, not being on the phone, but actual physical time spent with your person. So frequency of engagement, asking them out. So, you know, or if you're the female in this situation, or the let's say you're a female watching this and your person is a male. Spirit, can you give me the answer for that? I mean, and I'm talking about a hetero dynamic here, because that's kind of the energy for a minute that's coming out. Tell me more about that. What do the female Tauruses do? female Tauruses, you have to let your guard down. You have to let your person know, if it's a male, that you're fully engaged in them, that they mean something to you, that you're really attracted to them, that you spend time with them, that you make time for them, that you don't just make empty promises. Yeah, we'll do this, we'll do that. But you actually do it. So for females and female, there's no issue there. One of you is going to come forward. For male and male, same thing. One of you is going to come forward. It's the male-female dynamic that's having a lot of problems here, where the female does not feel it's the right thing to put themselves out there because they're waiting for the male to show engagement. If you're a female Taurus, please remember to kind of just put yourself out there a little bit. You might want to rewatch this video. You know, let it sink in, watch it in a couple of days and go back to it. Come back to it at the end of the month and take a look at it. Taurus, if you have any questions, feel free to put your questions in the comments. If this resonated with you, please like, subscribe, hit the bell button. I am asking you to do that because I do have the 2022 readings coming up soon. And because I don't post that frequently, the videos that I post are getting shoved down like on page 795 on YouTube. And unless you subscribe and share on social media and hit the bell button, you're not going to get notified when the 2022 readings come out if you're interested in the yearly reading. Okie doke. All right, Taurus, you take care, and I hope that was helpful, and I'll speak to you soon.